And we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchdown. Back.
Switch! Ready? We waiting?
Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
95-56, 95-56.
I'm going to come back to you. Wide, get wide.
And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32.
Crash.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early.
That's it, baby.
Because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Tight, watch left. Tight, watch left.
95-56.
4 down.
Ready? We waiting?
Check nickel.
And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
That's how you hit. That's right. Double tight.
95-56, 95-56.
Odd. 5 down.
Waiting,
This is Williams.
Rush in.
They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Tight left. Hey, 4 down.
Ready? We waiting?
87's mine. Don't worry
4
about
down. Ready for touch.
And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Run!
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
Here we go.
Tight on this side, boys. Tight on the left. Move.
Ready? We waiting?
4 down. Alert.
12. Wait tight.
Now they'll throw with Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Tight end right, tight end right.
Ready. Yellow weighty.
Odd.
11, 11, 11, 11, 11.
Let's go. Hey, we got
12, 12.
Mike, 53.
Weighty, what's that?
Looking for the gun. It's Breeze. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 more on that one and another first down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And now Breeze going to back away. He'll signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Four down.
Check 13.
95, 56.
Boston Scott, his first carry. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
I know you felt that one. Watch tight end. Hey!
Ready. Yellow weighty. Weighty, what's that?
Play back to Kamara, it's Breeze. He's got a man, that's caught, left sideline. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them.
Ready.
Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Mike won.
Hey, kill.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little
Check
gain.
99. Check 99.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Blitz.
Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake.
Breeze going to throw. Dancing to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had
Good
nothing,
set.
just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
5 down. Stand up.
Under. What's that?
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Bang!
What's that?
Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Run!
On 4th down, off goes Drew Brees, and on comes the Saints kicker, Will Lutz, for the field goal attempt. And Lutz puts this one through. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that part. I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Even. 4 down. Even.
Play fake here on 1st down. And his first look is incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Tight end's right. Tight end's right. We got
Base 24.
Switch.
They'll run it on the toss. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity.
Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. We got 4.
2nd down. Is complete to Jones.
Crash.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
Eagle.
Even 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up the 3rd down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Hey, let's go.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Here we go. Watch 7.
Eagle.
Watch 7.
The shotgun is Vick. He's got Evans. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Baby.
First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they were hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Strong right. It's a party now.
Now a 2nd down throw for Vick. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
But that doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
So.
Hey, check. 3.
Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. That's complete to Meredith. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them. I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well. I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best
Watch
backs
left,
that
watch
made
Eagle,
it
Eagle.
happen, they put a
Stop
foot in the
right
ground
there.
and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Double. Wait.
Second down, Vic. Forced out to his left. Under pressure, and he'll go
better be ready
down.
next
Back at the
time.
26-yard line.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit, right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
This offense 2 for 2 on third downs on
watch
this
left.
drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long.
Ready?
From the gun, Vic. Oh, the spin. Throw left side complete. That's low. And it's a fumble. And this is picked up by the Saints.
Four down.
So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 11.
13.
58, boys, 58.
After the fumble recovery, it's Breeze. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the
That's
20
it,
at the
baby.
19-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it's a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open
Tight end,
field
watch tight end.
can really
Tight right,
generate
tight right.
big plays for an offense.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Steps away to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Odd.
To throw is Breeze.
Check 88.
And that
Check
is
88.
incomplete. Kayvon Webster on the defensive side able to get a hand in.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, you can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating.
Paper.
Down on the
switch gears, switch
scoreboard,
gears.
had a drive going,
Knock
and pushed
over.
it past the 50 striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
Hey, let's go.
Two times.
Base 24.
Four down.
East left snub.
Watch out. Switch.
Base 5-2.
25.
And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, let's go.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
3 down.
And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
3 down.
Bucks on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far.
Right.
This
Tight
is
right
third
here.
and
Tight
4.
on the right. Tight on the right.
Orange, orange.
And this is going to be incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs.
21, 21.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for
We
here.
got 4. We got 4 numbers.
He's now on first down. And that's incomplete. Coverage there by Kevon Seymour.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Watch left. Tight end to the left. Tight end left.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Hey, switch.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
Watch one.
And some room to maneuver. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Thomas, the intended target. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know it feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
Wait, 20.
On the toss.
Check 37. Check 37.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Rhino.
So following the
Hey, let's
hold,
go.
they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Guys, double tight.
Lion. 300.
Got 3.
Orange.
Johnson with a completion
All
over
day,
the middle.
all day.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
Crash.
7
Crash.
yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it.
Hey, let's
Because
go.
if you go lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad
Tight end
things
right,
usually
tight end
happen.
right.
It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there,
Four
and they
down.
were able to successfully complete that one.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Check.
Alpha.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come out here. Come get some. He don't want it.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout.
Single.
Lion. 300.
Watch 85. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Vic now.
Hot.
Outside. And he'll be
Easy work.
brought down
It's easy
at the
work, and it's coming
27-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a
That's it,
third
baby.
down.
That's it.
Now the Saints will
That's it.
use their
Big
third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6.
Wait, wait, wait.
Here's Vick.
I'm coming.
This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Hey, let's
So
go.
it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Double tight. Odd.
Ball down near the goal line. Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did.
Alpha.
No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They don't want it, fellas. They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Woo! Let's get it.
They throw him up the middle, and he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs are able to strike for 6.
There you go, baby. Yeah. Touchdown.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here comes Philip Dorsett now to return it. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory, just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. You're trying to get into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
21,
Give him
21.
13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first
Two.
down. Going on first down is Breeze. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this throw will be intercepted. Good by Kevon Seymour. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him.
Lion.
The
300,
very
300.
next game, he started out the exact same way.
Three down.
The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now
Alert
on.
three.
Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
Eagle.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly
Right
on
90.
that one.
Right 90.
We got three.
Double.
Three down.
Wait.
To throw, Vick. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. This quarterback now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. Vick ready to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Cameron Meredith, the intended target. And it's 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Lake.
Tight end right.
Orange.
Three down.
Throwing again, Vick on 2nd and 10. Going for the deep ball. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Woohoo! Interception! Woohoo!
Likely time for one final snap as they start out first and 10.
Check 24.
First down. Scott. Oh, breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Blitz, 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 blitz. Rah. Yeah, baby, boom.
Here we go.
Tight right.
Yes.
Hey, boys, we got four down. Check four.
11. 12.
58's the money.
12.
Final shot before half the breeze. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've hit halftime here in Tampa with the Bucs out in front. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Now Jones. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
Mike 51. I'm coming.
And they'll try the run game here with the running back. There he goes again. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Eagle.
Hey, guys.
Play action now, Vick. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. In the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play.
Coming out of the second.
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're scripting more like 8 to 10. As a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Boom. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
So Mike's number one.
Under.
Scott, and he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
Down.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made.
21,
and that
21.
just means you're one big score away from being
Make that play because that's been an issue for them in this game.
Kill.
Deep, and he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
4 down. Check.
They take the game. And that is incomplete.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down.
Hey, 4 down.
11. Please set. Ready for set.
They go for it. It's Breeze. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is
4 down,
those
4
6
down.
inches between all those interceptions that are going on. On the sidelines. I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback. That's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm. Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out. But a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Double tight.
Alpha.
Odd. 3 down.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
The Bucs on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is third and 4.
That is right.
Orange. White 20.
Hey, if you kill it, motion me out.
57. Mike, 57.
Eagle.
I got you, son.
This is Johnson. He's got it. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
You got him.
They get 14 yards there at a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are,
Double.
the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Check 52.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
Okay, baby.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Double tight. 3 down.
Orange.
57.
Alpha.
7. Bring it.
This time they'll throw it with Vic. He gets this one to Johnson. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
Yeah,
8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast,
That's where you
any
belong.
hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. The Bucs on third down.
Eagle,
They
eagle.
converted four
Quick, quick.
times out of
Tight end
6.
right.
Not
Watch tight
bad.
end.
This is 3rd and 4.
Hey, we are
Alpha, alpha.
four down.
Wait, wait, wait.
From the shotgun, it's Vick. He's got Evans.
We got three.
And he's going to have the first
Hey,
down
fellas, we got
yardage
three.
to
Let's
the
go.
35. And that'll get them to first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Double, double. Wait, wait, wait.
And he'll be taken down at the 34.
Undercrunch.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a
Alert three,
2nd and
alert
9.
three. Alert 3.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent
Hey,
run
let's go.
blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a
Run,
good
run,
run
run,
blitz?
run. Get
The
it, get it,
ability
get
to
it.
stay on task, to follow up your assignment,
I'm
go
ready.
and not be deterred by anything else.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the
baby,
25.
yeah.
A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially
Four
when they
down.
look up at the scoreboard.
Wait, wait, wait.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21.
Crash.
Marcus Davenport there to take him
Let's
down.
go. Come on.
Brandon,
run.
all things
Run to the
considered,
ball. We
they
got
have to
a
feel
runner.
pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had
Yeah,
against them.
baby. Strong right. Strong right. Strong right.
They'll try to throw it here. Vick. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
This drive, they're 2 for 2 on third down conversions, but they need 7 yards
Black
here.
over.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
Wait, wait, wait.
Works out of the gun, Michael Vick. And he's going to go down. They sack him
Big
back
hit
right
all
around the
day.
30.
Sack City.
Demario
Sack
Davis
City, baby.
in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
11, 11, 11, 11, 11.
4 down.
Okie.
Here we go. Oh, here we go.
Interception for the last drive. He'll look to throw.
I'm on.
He's going to air it out for Dorsett. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50
12,
balls.
12.
They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with
13.
them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete
So
pass.
Mike's number one.
Back to the air on second down. Breeze. He's going to fire. He's got a man. Complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator is looking at his play sheet trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there. Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Hey, 2. 12.
You're on an island over there. You're on an island. Here we go. Oh, here we go.
Again, it's Breeze. Going down the middle, and it's complete.
Every day. Any day.
23 yards on the play.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Breeze now. Perfect since the second half started. 7 to 3. Out of the gun. A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Back now in Tampa. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the fourth quarter of play.
Good. 5-4, ready.
Hey. We got 3. 3 down.
4 down.
36.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17.
Watch
Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Another scouting report on him is that he didn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Odd.
Mike 50.
Stand up in. Crunch.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off down near the 5. A big seam, and he might go all the way. He's at the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense.
Not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Returnable for Dorsett. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check 9. Single.
He's to try again after the pick six. He's going to wind up and air it out. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Kayvon Webster. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost maybe it's leveling him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him.
Here they come,
That's
here they
being
come, here they
tested
come.
right
Hot,
here.
hot, hot, hot.
Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so
Three
they'll
down,
decline
three
that.
down.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Hey, let's go black 2-9.
Double tight. Hey, we got 3 down.
Ace 52.
Shift. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Fake Vic. Out to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Evans. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock. It's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Lay down. Double tight. 3 down.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Get there.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll
Oh, boy, I
take
know
that
you
one
felt
right
that
there.
one.
They just want to keep
I know
falling
you felt
forward,
that one.
and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is
Lion,
3rd and 11.
300.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Going up top. Got his man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
Don't be mad. It's more coming.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Check 59, Mike.
Eagle 44.
59.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain.
Pick the edge.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Blitz.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
We got 4. Let's go, fellas. We got 4 down. Let's go.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. That will go for 9 yards and a 1st down on the keeper.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
Here we go. Watch 7. Watch 7.
What is it?
Here, first down. 2 steps away. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, 4th quarter.
Good set.
He's going to lead the Saints out here, 1st and 10 at the 20.
Hey, boys, we got 4 down. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. He's going to take another shot. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Kevon Seymour. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. The interception
let's
woes
go.
they just continue
Eagle,
to
eagle.
mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between...
Come.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Oh, let's go,
I know there'll be
D.
a little bit of
That's what I'm
criticism
talking about,
there
D.
because they
That's
went
what
right
I'm
back to
talking
the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. But that's often a play that you make. You feel like you've
Hey,
got
let's
momentum
go.
on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going.
4 down. Check.
Hey, Lake.
And they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. A 4-yard
go,
pickup that
everybody,
gets him
run.
going forward, but still 15 yards left on 3rd down.
Too fast.
Double. Alpha. Sim.
Hatchet.
From the gun, Vic. Being chased out left. And he took the contact as he was throwing it. And the ball drops incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. So Breeze going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Offense for them has been where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves.
Now Breeze lost the football. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. Holding on to the football becoming a little bit of an issue. He had 2 fumbles last week, remember.
I played for a guy that used to talk all the time about creating turbulence in the pocket, making the quarterback jumpy, make him antsy, keep getting after him a little bit, and make sure he thinks about holding on to the ball because you're going.
And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Big edge.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Santos now to add the PAT.
Here we go.
Santos with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Returnable for Dorsett. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that.
Get set.
You always hear about empty possessions. But some are worse than others. So you can have an empty possession, punt the ball away,
Single,
get yourself
that's
set.
Ready, what's that?
When you turn it over, it changes momentum, and then he'll downfield and punch it in on you. That's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
And it pops free. The collision there
we
jarred
go.
the ball loose and brings up second down. Second and 10 now from the 27.
Watch 89. Watch 89. Hey, let's get some.
Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25.
I know you
And he
feel
gets
that.
this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. It's a big play there for the
Here we go.
Saints. 55 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down.
Ready, what's that?
They go play action here on first down. It's caught. It's Thomas. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well. That's just his second catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game, and they've done a great job of doing that.
Single.
Ready, what's that?
Fake. Breeze. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
They'll try
Tight
again
end
here
right,
from the
tight end
7
right.
on
13.
second and goal.
Odd.
Ready, what's that?
On play action, it's Breeze. Flush to his right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. Two incompletions haven't moved him any closer.
lucky.
And likely
Easy.
throwing again, you'd have to think on third and goal here.
Ready. We're waiting.
Go 58 to Mike.
Ready, what's that?
Now, Breeze again. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick.
it,
And a
baby.
big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times.
4 down.
When I say,
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
Double tight. Even. 4 down. Even.
white 20. White 90.
Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51. Watch for flood. Watch the flood. Motion. Pop.
When I say,
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Bucs, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.